Right off my mat. Thank you. Hello, I'm Chelsea Mahala and this is Flexy Flow. Today we are going to focus on our backs and our shoulder mobility. Again, Flexy Flow is all ooey gooey, slow and controlled movement. If you want something that works more muscles and is more strength focused, go ahead and find my Flexy Strong. Sorry, my dog just put the ball on my foot and then left. I'm excited for this one. My back really needs to move a little bit. So go ahead and grab your mat, get off the couch, and let's do this 30-minute Flexy Flow session. Down to seated. We're gonna start seated. We're basically gonna be on our tushies this whole time. So we're just gonna do neck rolls. So you're just gonna drop your head down, gently move to the side, back, side. And we're gonna do this 5 times to each side. Nice and slow, controlled. Try to get as deep as you can each direction. Just release that neck. Make sure your shoulders are down. They're not lifting up by your ear. One more. And reverse. There's a spot that feels extra good, go ahead and hang out there. You do not have to continue in the circle. Do what feels good to you. Flexy Flow is about finding your flow and what your body needs more than getting into your deepest range of motion. All right, from here we're gonna move to our shoulders. So we're just gonna roll them back. So push them forward, up, back, down. Again, nice and slow. Try to get as furthest into your range of motion as possible, but don't get stuck anywhere. Again, if there's a spot that feels extra good, go ahead and hang out there. We're gonna reverse it. All right, go ahead and turn to the side, come to your tabletop. We're gonna do our same kind of shoulder rolls, but we're gonna be in a tabletop. So allow those shoulders to go up and back so your shoulder blades touch each other, and then roll them down. We're gonna do 3 in one direction, we're gonna go 3 in the other. Now this is more weight, so be aware not to put too much weight to where you can't move. Yeah. Now we're gonna move into our cat and cows. So you're gonna engage those abs, not to throw out your lower back, and you're gonna push your chest forward, opening up towards the ceiling, and then tuck everything, curve the spine, find your cat. When you're in it, you're welcome to rock forward and back to your cow. Nice and slow. Control it. The rocking is just gonna move that stretch a little bit. Back up to your cat. Beautiful. Go ahead and find neutral, and then we're gonna do circles. So drop to your cow. Push your chest to the side. Find your cat. Push to the other side. And just make big circles with the chest. This is my absolute favorite thing to do with the cat-cow because it gets more into that back. I'm going to reverse. Do about 3 to 5 on each side. Nice, slow, and controlled. If you want to do more, feel free. Numbers are just a suggestion. You're welcome to pause and continue on for a little bit if you would like. Okay, from here we're going to do a dynamic puppy. So go ahead and get down into the puppy pose. Then you're going to lift up halfway and hold, and then relax down. Lift, adjust, and down. Lift up, and back down. As you go down, if you find more space, fill that space. Stretch a little deeper. hold, we'll do 2 more. Up, hold, down, hold. Up, hold, down, hold. Relax, down. See how deep you can go. Push back, sit your hips back, find your child's pose. Allow those shoulders to relax a little bit. Beautiful. Slowly roll on up to your knees. Okay, go back to your tabletop. We're going to thread the needle. So what you're going to do is take one hand, doesn't matter which, because we're going to do both sides, and you're going to thread it through your arm and your leg and put that shoulder on the floor. This is going to get a little stretch. If you want a little bit more, you can open up that top arm to get a little bit more of a twist. And breathe. We got 8. Deep breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Replace that top arm if you have it down. Push up off the ground. Replace that arm, and then we're going to the other side. Do the same thing that you did on the other side. So if you didn't lift your arm, don't lift this one. Twist open as much as you can if you are. Remember to breathe. You got 8. Deep breath in. Release it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Replace that hand. Push on up. Back to your tabletop. Go ahead and give your shoulders some rolls. Release them out. Reverse it. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to face away from you because this is going to be a reverse prayer. You're going to want to find the prayer hand position behind your back. So you're going to find those fingertips, and then I push my chest forward slightly as I try to get the palm of my hands together. And then I'm thinking about pulling my shoulders back to open up that chest. I'm going to hold here for a little bit. I'm just gently rocking side to side. Doesn't really do anything, but I mean, it's making my mind happy, so. Do you have to? No. If you don't want it, don't. But that's what I'm doing right now. Alright, to release, kind of arch your back, curve it, and then slowly come forward. I'm going to find the back of my hands to my hips, and I'm going to chicken arm and pull my elbows forward. Kind of release it, stretching in the opposite direction. Awesome. All right, this is another tricky one. This is where a strap can come in handy. It is apparently called the cow arm pose, which I didn't know until now. One arm is going to go up above, and the other one's going to internally rotate down below. This is where you want to find your hands. If you cannot touch your hands, you take a strap in your top arm, let it drape down behind you. You can grab with that bottom arm and pull, and then slowly inch your hands together as you find more space. You keep moving in, keep moving in, and then once you find your hands, you can drop that strap and clasp them together. So what's happening here is the top arm is externally rotating and your bottom arm is internally rotating. If you do rock side to side here, it does switch that stretch in that bottom arm, at least for my body. Try it out. If you hate it and it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Beautiful. To release, let go of those fingers. Slow and controlled. Come on out. Give them a good shake. Then we're going to do the other side. So if you used a strap, go ahead and grab it again. Put it in the top arm. Let that strap hang down the back. We find the right side. There we go. And slowly inch it together. My right arm does not like the bottom as much. Okay, once you find those fingertips, let go of that strap. Clasp those fingertips. And breathe. Release those fingers, slow and controlled, release it out. We're gonna roll our shoulders slightly just to release those stretches. You can do a little shaky shimmy. All right, little bear, you gotta move. Thank you, bear. Okay, our next pose is the dolphin. Do not come back on the mat, please. Thank you. We're going to go to our forearms, and we're going to go up into a puppy dog pose with our behind. So go ahead and tuck your toes. You're going to shoot that hip to the sky and those heels to the floor. You're going to stay up on your forearms, pushing through those shoulders. And from here, I want you to go find your plank. Then push on up. Go find your plank. And push on up. Note that my butt is not dropping all the way because I don't have that full strength to drop. There. And come on up. That and my dog is in the way. You're in the way. Here we go. Okay, drop to your plank. No excuses. Took away my excuse. Up to your dolphin, down to your plank. Up to your dolphin, down to your plank. One more up, holding the dolphin. I want you to walk those feet out, pushing through those shoulders. Keep those shoulders strong. Beautiful. Push that forehead towards the floor in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly drop your knees down. Push on back to your child's pose. Hang out here for a moment. Let those shoulders relax. You're doing wonderful. All right, go ahead and come on up to seated. You're gonna grab your hands behind your back, clasp them. You want your palms to stay together. And then you're going to shoot those arms down to the floor, allowing that chest to open. Open that head up. Look up towards the ceiling. If you can find the floor, find it and open that chest. Really think about pushing that chest forward. This is your chest opener. You can drop your head back. Coming up, come all the way up. And find your child's pose. We're going to do that one more time. So roll on up to kneels. Clasp that hand behind your back. Shoot those arms down to the floor. Open that chest, push it forward. And find that chest opener. And come on up. Bend in the opposite direction. Awesome. All right, I am gonna find a wall, so we are gonna move this slightly. It's this one so you can see. What you wanna do is put a goalpost on the wall. You're gonna push your chest against the wall, and then you'll step back and turn away. This is gonna get a nice stretch in that chest area. Release, gently come out, roll it out, and we're gonna go to the other side. So goalpost, chest to the wall, turn away. This is such a nice stretch. Slowly release it. Now we're going to go into some back bending. There is going to be some strength in this too, because that's important to keep your back nice and strong. So we're going to find our way to your stomach. Dude, you need to move. Move. All right, we're going to lift up slightly, come to our forearms, find your Sphinx. From here, you're going to gently lift those elbows and think about pulling your chest through your hands. And then slowly lower those elbows. Go on and curve your spine, lift those hips, tuck your hips under, curve in the opposite direction. And drop those hips. Find your Sphinx. Lift those elbows. Pull those hands through the chest, or that chest through the hands. Hold. This is going to engage that back. Lower those elbows. And bend in the opposite direction. Lower those hips. Find your Sphinx. Gently lift those elbows. Pull your chest through those hands. And slowly lower. And release, curving in the opposite direction. One more time. We're going to lower our chest. Find your Sphinx. Lift those elbows. Pull that chest through those hands. Really engage that back. Lower those elbows very slow. Still lowering. Beautiful. I'm going to bend in that opposite direction. Awesome. All right, our arms are going to go back by our hips. We're going to get into a lotus pose. What's going to happen is your legs are going to lift. Your arms are going to push back. And you're going to hold here for a moment. This is to engage that back. Go up as high as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower. Lay your head on the floor. Rock those hips side to side. Release that back. We're going to do this 3 more times. We're going to push those arms back. Lift that chest. Lift those legs. Hold at your highest. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Forehead to the floor. Rock them hips. Okay, up again. We're going to lift. Lift as slow as possible. Find your highest. Once you get to your highest, see if you can engage even more and lift even higher. Push yourself. And slowly lower. Very slow. Keep lowering. Keep going. Lower. Slower. Good. Find the floor. Rock them hips. We got 1 more. On this one, when we hit the top, I want to pulse at the top. Yeah, we're working strength still in Flexy Flow. It's important. All right, get ready. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Slowly lift on up. Nice, slow control. Find your max. We're gonna hold for 5. We're gonna pulse higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one. Hold as high as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down as slow as possible. Slowly fight yourself. You don't want to go all the way down. Good. Relax on the floor. Shake out that back. It was good. That felt really nice. Woo-wee. All right. Place your hands at your chest. You're going to slowly push up into your cobra. Once you find that top, slowly lower down. We're going to roll through these a few times. So curve all the way up. Find your max. And gently come all the way down. Up. Go as slow as you want. Up. One more. All the way up. Hold. And slowly lower. Okay, from here we're going to find our cobra. Here, I want you to think about lifting your butt, arching back. Keeping that back arched as you come all the way back to find your child's pose. Hang out here for a moment, take a deep breath, and then we're going to curve into that cat position through it. And then drop your hips, keeping those abs engaged, and finding that cobra. Reverse hips. Arch, back to child's pose. Roll through it, no pause there. I want you to roll through this 3 to 5 times. Take it as slow as you want. Really feeling every little moment through it. Go deeper into your cobra. Sink deeper into your cow. Relax a bit in that child's pose. Find your highest cat before you let those hips sink. Find your cobra. Do one more. Hey. No. Do one more. That one felt really good. Back to child. That and my dog scared me, so I came out of my relaxation. So beautiful. All right. You're gonna pull back to child's pose just one more time. Relax into it. You can wiggle back and forth. Allow that back to relax a little bit. Whew. Wonderful. All right, go ahead and come up to your knees. I'm going to put a pad underneath my knees because I don't like hard things on my knees. My knees are babies. All right, we're going to go into our camel pose, but we're going to work into it a little bit so that we're not just diving back into it. So come up to high knees. You're going to put your elbows on your sacrum, and then your hands or your fingers are going to wrap around your hips. I want you to think about tucking those abs in as you push those hips forward. This isn't your deepest bend. This is to find that hip flexor stretch here and really pushing those hips forward. Beautiful. Hang on, release. Push back forward. Release. One more push forward. Release. release. And on this one, I'm going to push forward, and then I want you to think about rocking side to side to engage one hip a little bit more, pushing into that stretch just a tiny bit more. This is a small movement. Beautiful. You're going to sit your booty back on your heels, stretch in the opposite direction, so curve back, suck in that tummy. And use those knees, and that opens up those shoulders a little bit more. Beautiful. Right, coming back up to your knees. What we're going to do is swing one arm to the side. This is going to get a little side stretch. We're going to start right there. Just get those side stretches. Think about really opening up as you come to the side and roll through the middle. Side, open, middle, other side. Side, open, side, middle, one more, each side to side, open, side, then side, open, side. Come back to center, wiggle out them hips. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit more intense. So now when you go to one side, that side's gonna go back and reach for that ankle. So you're gonna reach back, find that ankle, other arm sweeps up and opens up as much as possible. Come back through the side, find that engagement in the abs as you come up, and go to the other side. Come back to that ankle, open, 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 and close back up. Nice, slow and controlled, keeping those abs engaged. We don't want to just go back into it. Those abs are protecting that back. Let's do one more to each side. Beautiful. Awesome. Go and sit down. Curve in the opposite direction. Opening that back again. All right, from here we are going to push into our camel. So go in and find your high knees. A good way to do it is start in that pose. Start with your hands on your back to help protect that back. Engage those abs, push those hips forward. Slowly lean on back as you find space. And reach down to find those feet. Find those feet. Keep pushing those hips forward and allow that head to come back. To come out, I let go of one hand and I gently find my way to seated. And then reverse that back. Allow it to relax a little bit. We're going to go into the camel 2 more times. And then we'll be done with this one. This one's hard. Took me a while to get the camel. All right, come up to high knees. If you went down on your left side, try allowing your right hand to come down first. So go in and protect that back. Engage those abs. Push those hips forward. Slowly lean on back. Use your other hand to find that heel. Find your camel. Slowly come on out. And bend in the opposite direction. Awesome. All right, we got one more. Go ahead and move through that back. Allow it to release. We're doing a lot in it. Listen to your body. If it is saying this is way too much, please do not do it. Your body will tell you what's too much, and you need to listen to it. It's a hard thing to learn because you want to do it. All right, one more time. High knees. Protect that back with those hands. Push forward with those hips. Engage those abs. Gently roll back. Find those knees or heels. Come on out. Gently sit your hips back. I'm going to fold forward to your child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Relax that back. So I'm going to come to seated. Remove the pad if you have one. Then find your back, lay down. We are going to do a bridge. So a lot of people, or the general census is you can touch your heels in this position. I like just slightly out more because I have longer legs. I'm going to plant your hands by your hips. You're going to tuck your tailbone first before you lift up into the air. It's going to take it out of your back and keep it in them glutes. Slowly roll it down. Tuck back up. Think about this as like a body roll. As you get down, you can arch a little bit, but then tuck it back up as you come up. Roll down through the spine. Arch as much as possible. Then once you get to the bottom, arch and lift that back off. Push that back into the floor. Curve that spine. Tuck it. Lift all the way up. Engage those glutes. Hold for a moment. Roll down through the spine, keeping that tailbone tucked until it touches the floor. Arch and lift that back off. Reverse tuck those hips. Lift softly all the way up. Engage those glutes. Hold for a moment. Roll down through the spine. Once the hips touch, you can let them arch. Okay, we're gonna go back up one more time. All the way up here, I want you to engage one glute at a time, lifting one hip at a time. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and engage both. Hold up higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly roll on down. As slow as possible. Slow it down, slow it down. Beautiful. Awesome. Go ahead and rock your knees to the side. Release that back. Release those glutes. I'm going to grab the back of your thighs. Rock on up to sit. We're going to come to a gentle sit. We're going to take one side. If your right leg is in front, I want your right leg to come down to the floor. And then your left arm is going to come over and you're going to stretch to that side. If your elbow cannot touch the floor, it's okay to stay on up. I just need a little bit more for that stretch. Okay, hold here for a moment. And then you're going to take that top arm and roll it backwards. Nice and slow. We're going to do it 3 times backwards and 3 times forward. Beautiful. Once you've done 3, reverse. You follow your hand with your eyes. It will encourage more of a stretch. Once you finish that 3rd one, see if you can go a little bit deeper. Keeping that opposite hip on the floor. Do not let it lift. That's going to take the stretch right out. Okay, slowly and controlled. Come back up. We're going to switch our legs. So now your other leg should be in front. And then you can go to the other side. Remember to breathe deep. This allows your body to relax. And open up towards the back. 3 times, nice and slow and controlled. Once you've done 3, reverse the roll. Once you've done 3, find that stretch. If you can go deeper, go deeper. Keep that opposite hip on the floor. Slowly come on up. We're going to find our back again. Lay down. We're going to shoot one leg down towards the ground, nice and flat. Pull that other knee towards the chest, nice and tight. Your opposite hand's going to reach across. The other hand's going to make a T, and you're going to twist. Think about keeping that shoulder on the ground and finding the ground with that knee. If it doesn't touch, that's okay. Just keep that shoulder on the ground. You are stretching here. Beautiful. Nice deep breath. Relax into it. Not melting down to the floor. To come on out, the opposite hand helps push that leg back to the center, straighten it out, and repeat on the other side. Straighten that bottom leg, pull that knee to the chest as close as possible. Same arm comes out flat to a T. Opposite arm reaches across and twists that knee to the floor. Keeping that opposite shoulder on the floor. Pushing that knee to the floor as well. Allowing a nice twist. Take a deep breath. Opposite hand helps aid that leg back to center and straighten that leg out. Rock your hips, twist the legs. Okay, from here I want you to pull your legs to your chest, hug them in tight. Think about seeing if you can lift your hips off the floor by hugging super tight, and then release. And hug them again, and release. Hug tight, release. This time when you hug, I want you to pull your knees to your armpits. Get a little stretch in the inner parts of your thighs, kind of your groin area. I'm going to come back to center, knees to armpits, and center. Knees to armpits and hold. We're gonna move on from here. You're going to straighten those legs up towards the ceiling. Your hands are gonna reach for your ankles, grabbing onto those feet, and you're gonna pull those knees down to the floor. This is your happy baby. Take a deep breath, relax into this. You're welcome to rock side to side. If your body says no, don't do it. Really get that stretch in there. Think about pushing your hips to the floor as you pull your knees. That opposite movement is going to get a nice little stretch. You want a little bit more of a challenge. See if you can straighten one leg and bend. Straighten and bend. I'm a little tender now. We got it. Yeah. All right, go and lower those feet, grab those knees, bring them back to center. Go and straighten those legs. We're gonna roll onto our side. You can take a block if you want, put it under your head. The bottom arm is gonna be straight out. And you're going to take that top arm and push it down. This is a rotation stretch. You're going to really internally rotate that shoulder. Be very gentle. Don't push it too far. You are actively pushing down. Thinking about touching that bottom arm to the floor as you can. If you can, that's okay. I mean, mine's not touching. Take deep breaths here. Go ahead and turn around. I'm gonna totally flip so you can still see my front arm. Bottom arm straight out in front of you. Taking that top arm and pushing that arm towards the floor. Deep breaths. Feel that rotation in the shoulder. Slowly release it. I'm going to take that block out from under your head if you have it. We're going to find our way to our back one last time. Your legs are going to be about distance of the mat. Your hands are going to be up at your hips facing the ceiling. And I want you to take a deep breath here. And as you breathe out, I want you to think about melting everything to the floor, releasing all the tension in your body. Just allow that ground to take it. It has your it is supporting you fully. And so you can just release. Take another deep breath. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Note that your dog might want to lick your face. You take as much time as you need here on your back. Relax down. And that was wonderful. My back feels absolutely amazing. Thanks for joining me today for Flexy Flow. I will be posting 2 videos a week. We got Flexy Strong and Flexy Flow. I am working on 10-minute videos for easier stretches that are not 30 to 45 minutes long. Comment below if there's anything that I can do for you, if you need adjustments, if you need something easier, if you want to work on something specific. I am here for you. I am your stretch coach. So thanks again for following along. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, like. I am here for you, and happy stretching.